Are we strong enough? Can we make the cut? Can we cross the finish line? Make it out in time? Can we pass the bar? Can we make the grade? Can we make it on our own? Make it all alone? Can we pull it off? Can we save the day? Will we stop to recognize and start to realize we can do anything, we can be anyone? Just close your eyes and try to see we can do anything, we can be anyone. Just close your eyes and try to see. If you believe, believe. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. We can do anything, we can be anyone. Just close your eyes and try to see. We can do anything, we can be anyone. Just close your eyes and try to see. We can do anything, we can be anyone. Just close your eyes and try to see. If you believe, believe. If you believe. I wanna do me. On the count of two, three. I wanna do me.
Hello, I'm Brian Hart,
And I'm Jessie Knox,
and welcome to the last episode of the third season of MHS TV.
an episode dedicated to the graduating class of 2012.
To start off the episode, we take a look into the life of one of 2012's finest students.
Well, if you take a look around Marina High School, you see Team Tyler t-shirts. He's his own phenomenon. Really put wrestling on the map here at Marina High School. Before, wrestling is just a little thing, and then now you look out there and people that don't know what wrestling's about are wearing his shirts. And so I think he put wrestling on the map here. I hope that we can keep it going with what he started here.
I was introduced just to help my other activities outside of school, jiu-jitsu, and I did a little bit of MMA. And yeah, I just knew I wanted to do it freshman year. It's freshman year. I went into a tournament, started having like a sore shoulder. I didn't know what it was. Tried to sort of go through with it. And then my second match of the tournament, I popped out 8 inches on the mat. It affected my freshman career because I had to stop wrestling for the rest of that high school season.
Since last year, I knew Tyler had what it takes to become a state placer and do well in the nation, but last year he was dealing with it takes a strong mind to do well, and his mind wasn't clear last year.
In the off season, I I eventually healed from it pretty fast and started competing again, and then I made it to Fargo that year.
This year he got it all together and was able to put forth a good performance and see it all the way through to the end, placing it nationally.
I've grown a lot with my teammates. We had a really good team this year. I think we've had a different attitude this year than we've had all year. We got some studs up and coming. Colin Navickas, if you guys haven't heard that name before. Yeah, got big Matt Patterson. We got a lot of tough freshmen. A lot of just, you know, the attitude's really good, and you're gonna see some champs in the future, in my personal opinion. Best words of advice for any wrestlers or athletes on the Marina campus would be to push it to the limit and be in it to win it.
Yeah, push it to the limit, 'cause we're in it to win it, in it to win it.
Oh yeah.
I realize that this is where my heart is. Now is the
Each year, many students work for hours to give an entertaining performance of a Shakespearean play.
For last year and for this year, I'm the technical director, so I oversee the computer integration and the music and sound and lights and the staging and all that.
I'm going to be announcing, you know, making all the jokes and introducing the speakers and whatnot.
I was primarily responsible for the preparation and serving of tonight's food.
My role in the Shakespeare Festival is obviously as the classroom teacher to explain the directions for the class project, and then in the overall festival, helping out wherever needed.
My specific roles have been responsible for the judges, so arranging the judges and also constructing scoring guides for the judges, tabulating the totals for the winners, and getting the awards and the medals arranged for the winning groups.
I think I would like them to gain an appreciation for Shakespeare and that they would actually enjoy it.
Well, we're hoping that everybody's entertained, that they realize it's not just, you know, stuffy, boring stories.
I think I'm always surprised by their ability to memorize the lines. That always kind of surprises me and impresses me.
I think the thing that surprises me the most is how successful the freshmen are in modernizing Shakespeare. So they can take the concepts from Romeo and Juliet and pull them into a modern day way that really works, and that they're able to do it in so many different dialects and areas and regions.
I'm always impressed by students' ability to, or at least freedom to make or take the risk to make fools of themselves. I think Shakespeare is probably the most relevant of all the authors that you will read across the curriculum in English language arts.
Students are in the festival, obviously I want them to have fun performing and reap the rewards.
I'm always blown away every year by my Shakespeare student projects.
We wanted to give the students a place where they could actually perform Shakespeare. I mean, we do a lot of studying Shakespeare, but we don't actually have a lot of performance venues, and this was a way to put Shakespeare on in a fun way and include a lot of students and hopefully you know, allow more people to see Shakespeare in a performance. Our crowd last year grew to over 1,000 people, so it was supposed to be sort of an intimate little get-together, and it grew to be a major production on campus.
I'd like to just see it continue to grow. We were extremely happy with the success of our first Shakespeare Festival, and we hope it's as big this year, and that the students continue to talk about how wonderful the projects are and the hard work that they put into it. So just to see it get bigger and better.
Yeah, it was tough. Mics were falling off ears, paint was getting washed off hands. It was chaos, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
I feel like we started off really strong with our first year, and I'm happy where we're at.
I hope it becomes a tradition on campus that we can all look forward to. Everyone's excited to see how these plays that are 400 years old can still sort of be brought to life in a modern context and get to see them. So.
A star in the field, an icon on campus, and a friend to all. This individual has proven that he's not just your average student.
Hi, I'm Alex Waked. I'm 18 years old. I go to Marina High School and I play football, basketball, and I'm the senior class president. I played a lot of sports at Marina. I played baseball freshman to sophomore year, and then I played basketball and played some varsity this year. But my one true love is football, and it's my favorite sport and I love it. Well, I'm a big Cleveland sports fan, and that's how I got into football. When I was little, I'd watch Cleveland Brown games with my dad, so that was my big inspiration. I kind of wanted to get into that right from the start, but I was too small to play football, so I was only allowed to play freshman year, and then it just like took off from there.
Even though he had to play positions he was not used to, Alex still excelled in those positions in order to help his team succeed.
When I was a freshman, I started off at running back and safety and quarterback. I played everywhere, but I knew running back was like my true position, and I really wanted to work hard at that. Dick Deegan, my freshman coach, actually really pushed hard for me to play running back. I wanted to play quarterback, but that wasn't my thing. So yeah, he really pushed me hard, and then eventually I started working out more, I started getting bigger. So finally all that hard work paid off, and I got the start against Edison when they were ranked #2 in the nation, but it just gave me motivation for my junior season.
His junior year, Alex managed to rush for 1,000 yards despite negative criticism from others on and off the field.
And once my senior year came around, no one thought I'd be able to rush for 1,000 yards again, because we lost a lot of good seniors, and there just weren't any high expectations for us. But the seniors pulled together, and I ran for over 1,000 yards again. I eventually got offered by 3 or 4 really good schools, but in the end I decided to commit to Holy Cross. It's a school in Boston, it's D1 AA, and I just fell in love with it. But I know there's going to be a lot of challenges facing me when I get there. Like, I'm going to be away from my family for a long time, and I'm a family guy, so that's really important to me. In the end, I know I'll be able to balance out my academics and athletics and graduate from Holy Cross with a degree. I'd hope to pursue a career in sportscasting or own a business. My time at Marina has been amazing, and I'll always remember all the memories I had here. I'd like to thank George Pasco, my football coach, for really putting my name out there and giving me a chance. I'd like to thank all my teachers who've helped me thrive in academics here. I'd like to thank all my friends and family for supporting me, and #Roll Vikes.
We would now like you to enjoy this piece as the seniors tell you about their favorite memories they've made here at Marina.
So my favorite memory would be hanging out with Dr. Morrow, because he was just always a great person to talk to. He understands what you have to say, and he'll take care of the problem whenever you had one, and he's just a great guy in general.
One of my favorite high school experiences was probably staying after school last year during 5th and 6th and spitting freestyle raps with Michael Grego and Cameron Guernsey.
Out of all my 4 years here, probably Mr. LaPointe, my sophomore year, is probably my favorite teacher. He's just the best. A lot of fun in that class.
I think my favorite senior moment was actually in government when I met her, and I didn't have any friends in that class, and so I looked across the room and I saw her and we locked eyes, and I knew then
We're best friends.
we're supposed to be best friends. Yeah, we're good.
My favorite high school memory was back junior year when we had a final essay to do, and my friend Mikey Abdamalik just wrote a completely inappropriate essay, and it was read aloud by the teacher, and it was just one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
My favorite part of high school was going to the dances and seeing Dr. Morrow and dancing with him all night long.
My favorite part of being at Marina was being on the football team and being in the football team.
My favorite part about Marina High School was Mr. Crook.
My favorite memory in Marina High is when our whole class didn't get what congruent meant, and Miss Moeller freaked out.
My favorite memory is when I got all my friends together, Miguel, Tyler, no, not Tyler, Josh, Adrian, and even David, and we were just playing dodgeball. Like those tournaments, I loved.
My favorite high school memory would be during soccer season, where we would ride our school buses to the soccer games, and our bus just get hyphy.
I remember one time we were all in auto shop, and we were all standing by this lift, and we had a sub, and all of a sudden this pole that was an old lift started coming up. Nobody knew what was going on, and it lifted a car that was on the ground, and it was like doing a wheelie, and everybody was trying to hold the car and stuff, and it was crazy. Stuff was falling everywhere.
One of my favorite high school memories was probably freshman year when Richard Eggers bought me my first Jimmy Chalk.
One of the rallies, put on a soccer jersey, went out with the soccer team, went up to the camera, yelled that I love soccer, and I'm not even on the team, I don't even play soccer, and I don't even like soccer. Is that a good story?
We all have so many memories and experiences we can take with us for the rest of our lives.
Marina is a special place, and the bonds and ties we create now help shape who we are. Marina has the ability to make all of us care about each other and creates the same effect with members of our own community.
Enjoy this next segment as the graduating class of 2012 says goodbye.
Well, that's the episode.
You can check out all of our episodes at www.mhs.tv. MHS TV will be back next year with a new season and a brand new crew. Goodbye, Marina.
Farewell to all seniors.
To see